Cave with Mike and Max.
Hello and welcome to this and historic episode of To the Chat Cave with the one, the only, our hero and host, Mike McGee.
Co-host.
Co-host. All right, I'll give it to you.
Thank you, Blaximus.
I am Blaximus, and we are here for the 50th episode of To the Chat Cave.
It only took us 10 years to get 50 episodes out.
You know, great things get better with time, and we took a lot of time.
Yep, took a lot of time, but it's been fun though, because I want to say like each episode has been worth it because we get a lot of laughs, we get a lot of reflection, we get to just have fun discussions about our main man, the Batman. So.
Yes, and I do have to say that I'm very excited about what we're talking about. It has been out for a little while.
Yeah.
I am pretty late to this game, but I really, really dig it. So I'm excited. I'm excited it's our 50th episode. I'm excited about what we're talking about. I'm excited about the future of Batman and everything. So yeah, let's get into it.
All right. So what we're talking about today is the first, I want to say 6 issues of Absolute Batman from the DC All-In line. Yeah, from Scott Snyder does the writing on it, and the artwork is mainly handled by what's his name?
Oh, I'm lost.
Sorry.
Scott got Nick Dragata and Frank Martin.
That's right. Yeah. And yeah, this is part of kind of a new initiative from DC where it's not replacing the main continuity Batman. We were talking about him last episode, actually, and his recent reshuffle. But this is kind of a new direction or a new kind of perspective to tackle the Batman mythos from. Kind of like their ultimate version of Batman.
Yeah, I would say it's definitely that, and it is like so good. I haven't read any of the other Absolute superheroes. I hope they are even half as good as this.
I've read a couple of issues of Absolute Superman by Jason Aaron, and then I picked up the first issue of Absolute Wonder Woman. I was all in on Absolute Batman from the get-go. I unfortunately started, lagging behind a little bit after issue 6 because I was like, maybe I'll just pick up trades after this. And Absolute Superman, I've been ebbing and flowing just because it's hard to keep track of all these books because they are really good. It's just a lot to keep track of.
Yeah, that's comic books, right?
Yeah,
it's like they come out like monthly or whatever. It's hard to keep up. Especially when you like have to earn a living and things like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, I was really late to this game. I have yet to pick up volume 2. I just got the trade. I missed out entirely. Like when the issue 1 dropped, you couldn't get it anywhere. So like I was like, okay, well I have to wait on this, and then I'm not a big fan of single issues anyway, so had to wait on the trade, and then it got put on the back burner and sat there for a while, and I'm kind of sad about that because this is so dope.
Yeah.
I love it's great writing, it's great artwork. It is a new, fresh Batman. It's almost like he's a completely different hero. He's the same but different.
That's kind of the whole directive of the new launch, of the All-In launch, was that they want to basically, kind of what they did with Marvel back when the Ultimate line first came out, which is kind of ironic because they did a new Ultimate line of Marvel Comics as this one was being released. But they wanted to take like the DC characters and kind of really boil them down to their essence and tweak them just a little bit. So, for example, we'll get to what's different about Batman, but like Wonder Woman, for example, it's revealed that she was actually raised in hell in this version of the universe. In Absolute Superman, he actually came to Earth as kind of a preteen. He was already kind of established. He'd already been familiar with a little bit with his life on Krypton before he came to Earth. And the origins about Krypton are a little bit different, and Lois Lane's different, and clearly a lot of characters in Absolute Batman are very different from the way they are in the mainstream. So.
Yes, I am fully on board. I dig it. I definitely should pick up, because there's an absolute Flash, Wonder Woman, and Superman.
Yeah, I think there's Absolute Flash, Absolute Martian Manhunter. Apparently, is really, really good. Like, that's getting a lot of acclaim. Is Absolute Martian Manhunter. So
okay, well, maybe I'll go there now, because I can't stand Superman.
it's just about like different creators handling these characters in extremely different ways, and it feels like a lot of the books, no two books are the same. So with this one, with Absolute Batman, there's a lot of stuff I really like about it, because it's kind of addressing some things that maybe people who have been fans of Batman have had curiosities about for a long time, and it kind of either revises aspects of his mythology in a significant way or does away with them completely. But this first volume, it's called The Zoo, I believe.
Yes, The Zoo.
Yep. The Zoo. There you go. And so let's get down to the basics about the big man himself, because I mean, literally the big man.
Yes.
This guy's a monster.
This dude is like 6'7", like 320 at least. Like he is a beast of a man. It is. I mean, like, that's the only thing about this comic book, is that how does nobody know? Like, if you see the Batman, you have to know that that's Bruce Wayne. Like, if you see Bruce Wayne anywhere, you're like, that is the only man who could wear the Batman suit and look like that.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way anyone
Two
else
extremely tall, chiseled fridges. It's like it's ridiculous. But I mean, that's part of the style of it too. And I mean, it also kind of makes sense, I feel, for this Batman, because they tweak his origin quite a bit.
Yes. And I'm a huge fan of it. I have to say, like, I've been a little disillusioned with Batman, the character, recently, even, like, up to the last couple of years. I just don't really like the idea of, like, the richest man in the world going out in the streets and beating up, like, mentally ill people and poor people and sending them to his hospital where he charges them. I'm not really a fan of that, especially just, like, in light of a lot of things going on in America.
Yep, a lot of things in the world right now, and I think Snyder really kind of wrote to that specifically. Yes. Oh yeah, go ahead, continue your thought.
Oh no, but so this takes away all of that. He's not rich. He does have breaks, and he is, like, well off, you could say. But yeah, it takes away just all of that just grossness that I'm not a fan of. And
the elitism of Batman, so to speak. Yeah.
Because he's kind of just a guy, but he is incredibly smart. Because Martha Wayne is alive in this.
Another big thing.
So it's only Thomas Wayne that died. I like that whole scene. He's a civil servant in that, like, he's always working city jobs.
Yep.
You see him, like, actually repairing some of the damage that he does. They take time to show that. I really appreciated this Batman origin, and it's like, I'm going to say 45% of why I'm so excited about this book.
Yeah.
I really love what they did, and I feel like these changes in this time were really necessary for this character.
Very much so, because I feel like it's one of those sticking points with the mythology that either you kind of just go with for the fact that, like, it's comic books, or it really kind of puts you off the character. Because there have been people that have come up to me. It's like, I can't get behind Batman. Oh, why not? Well, because he is, part of the problem, essentially, is that he has charities and foundations and stuff like that he spends his resources on. But at the same time, he could be doing so much more with that money. So how can you justify him going out at nights and getting his kicks, beating up, like you said, mentally ill people, and then doing the bare minimum on the monetary side of things to better the city? And I'm like, well, Scott Snyder's like, let's just take that rich thing out of it then. Let's just make him a person of the people.
Yeah.
Like, he's an everyday person. His parents weren't wealthy. His dad, I believe, in this he's a school teacher. Yeah.
Yep.
And, teachers just rolling in the dough.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, teaching. I mean, Elon Musk's parents were teachers, right? Like that's how they made their millions.
Right. Blood diamond, schmud diamonds. But yeah, that's the whole thing, is that it strips him of that element, but it's still him, because at the core of it, I feel Batman isn't about the toys and the technology. It's about what he's able to utilize with what's at hand. It's about his resourcefulness, like you said, his cleverness, his agility, his fortitude, and it's about how he applies those to whatever situation he is
and
in.
his will. Yeah, like Batman should never ever get a lantern ring. Like Batman with a Green Lantern ring
And don't be all
the scariest thing imaginable. Yeah, they do change a lot, but like you're saying, like boiled down to the core of the character, and then rebuild from there.
Yeah, like even the murder itself, because like you said, he's still got a parent here, so he's not. I don't know, because he still seems a little bit as quote unquote unhinged as he would be in mainstream continuity, because he pushes the envelope about brutality quite a bit.
Oh, absolutely. No, this is brutal.
Yeah,
he examples. He douses a bunch of villains in hydrochloric acid.
Yep.
Maybe mild hydrochloric acid, but
still,
one
of
acid. Them does complain about missing toes. Okay.
Yep. He kicks a squid baby or something. Yeah. He punts him right off a boat.
I mean, his debut, he's like intentionally brutal. So, like you just see him just like snapping bones, just stepping on people, just absolutely decimating these people. Cuts off one dude's hand straight up.
Yep.
And it's like, I think the hospital's that way. So he is not, this is not Adam West Batman. This is not Bing Pow Biff. Okay.
It's not even Bale Batman at that point.
No. He's brutal, and I'm here for it. When we, I don't know, I have a favorite panel from these 6. I've got it prepped and ready to go here, but it is fully awesome. Friggin' Alfred.
Yeah, they retool a lot of people. They retool Alfred. He's not his manservant in this one. He's actually kind of his pursuer in this for a majority of the arc. He is on his ass and trying to figure out exactly what's going on with his Bat character, and he figures out pretty quick. Like you said, it figures out pretty quick who Batman is.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's like, because he's got eyes. So he's like, I think I saw someone working in the sewage. Yep. No, it's that guy.
It's that
guy. No, Alfred is great. He's like SAS or some secret intelligence.
Right.
And he is at first sent to, he's like, they're like, hey man, like we need you to do this, but if you encounter this guy, don't hesitate to engage and take him out. And Alfred learns a thing or two. He learns.
Oh yeah,
he learns a thing or two.
Nothing that a face full of bat blades won't.
Oh yeah, like
that were blasted at him from a shotgun.
That Batman stole from him.
Yep.
Like this book is so good. I love everything. I'm a fan. I like that Commissioner Gordon is mayor, and he's like not a good mayor.
Yeah.
And not like he's corrupt, but he's just like not effective as mayor.
But also that all the character storylines intertwined too, because Martha works for him.
Yes.
Like she's not just some figure there in the background.
She's not Aunt May.
Yeah, she's not Aunt May. She's an active like contributor to the storyline itself, and like his friends, his childhood friends, who are all the Arkham the
villains.
villains.
All of his rogues gallery are his friends, and
Killer Croc, Harvey, Catwoman, Riddler, and Penguin.
Joker.
Well, no, Joker's a whole other.
But that Joker's Ozzy, right?
No, Ozzy's
that's
the Penguin. Joker is, you don't see Joker until the very end of issue 1, and then the very end of the arc. And I've heard things about this absolute Joker that are like,
okay,
yeah, no, okay. Ozzy's Penguin.
Yeah. Oswald. Obviously, I don't know.
It's okay.
I don't know. Yeah, because he never laughs.
Right.
And then so I was like, oh, okay, well, yeah, that's Joker. Anyway, this book, I'm in love. I'm in love again with that. I like Catwoman. Like, or just like the origins of Catwoman. You don't really see her as an adult too much, but
yeah, it's a lot of it's a lot of flashback stuff.
yeah. So like, yeah, you just see like them. You can see they're extraordinary as children. But it's yeah, it's so good. I cannot say it, I understand why the hype is real. The hype is real. Like, I understand why it sold out. I understand why it continued to sell out. Like, if it stays this quality throughout the entire run, then this might be one of the best runs of Batman ever.
Yeah.
I
I especially like, I think it's issue 5, which is kind of the year 1 of this arc, where and the art style kind of shifts up a little. So that threw me for a second because I gotten so used to that particular art style for the main book, and then all of a sudden we got another artist. But it makes sense for that issue because it kind of shows like how he built himself up to be this version of Batman, because he started off kind of the tried and true mainstream version of Batman, and he had like, I think, what was it? He had Dracula fangs at one point with like toxin in them to like bite people with, and it wasn't working because people just weren't scared of that. And he's like, okay, I got to be bigger and meaner and more intimidating.
And and like, okay, when the first time I saw Bat Thumbs, I thought this was wonky.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know how they're gonna make this work. Now I'm like, how did they ever do Batman
without Bat Thumbs? Yeah,
and like their analogy, the reason that he is Batman isn't that just because
a bat flew in his window.
Yeah. It's like, oh, the bat is so versatile an animal. It is adaptable to any situation, and that is why. And I just love. I was like, oh my god, like I cannot get enough of this. This is so freaking good.
Well, the idea too that like not just the apparatus of those bat thumbs or bat hooks or whatever. And not just the idea of Batman itself, it all ties back to his childhood with his dad. And there's a scene with his dad that they come back to over and over, where essentially he was thinking about this idea for those bat things way back then and thought it would be like kind of like a construction sort of apparatus of some kind. But then his dad gives him a speech a little bit about like looking at things from a different perspective and being able to kind of see like what, like you said, bats can be versatile. They don't have to necessarily do this. It doesn't necessarily have to function this way. And then he's always coming back to kind of those moments with his dad teaching him, which I really like too. Cause most often the Waynes are just kind of staring at him from a portrait in the majority of the versions.
Oh yeah. And Alfred is always the one with the fatherly time and the fatherly advice.
Exactly. He's the one who's always kind of embodying their values, so to speak, or being their proxy. Here, though, you actually get a full context with regards to why he is so bent out of shape over his dad going. Because also, I was talking about this earlier, the murder itself, it's not a mugging in an alleyway. Like, it's very pertinent to today's day and age. It's an active shooting at a zoo.
Yes. And it's all, it's so tragic because Bruce had won the science contest that let his school or his class
go on that trip.
Go on the trip to the zoo. So like, if not for Bruce Wayne, they would not have been there. And of course, that's all innocent. But then
when you're a kid,
you're
traumatized like that. Yeah, absolutely. And also, the whole idea of that in order to really get an understanding of what Batman will be like operating in the city, he works for the city. Like in all those different jobs, just so he can get an understanding of the layout and the functionality of every building in that city. And the fact that like that main hub of operations in the first couple of issues, like he built that basically right smack dab in the middle of the town.
And oh my goodness, no, that okay, well, so that leads me to my favorite.
Yeah, let's see your favorite panel
in the whole thing. I don't know if it's going to show up too well on this this way.
There you go.
Batman as fuck.
Yep. And he's like, this whole insignia into the burning building.
Yeah. No, it's supposed to be Batman Advance Forward, but it says Batman AF. And we all know what that means.
Yeah, we know that. We know that.
I was like, this is the best.
You're not fooling us, Scott.
Oh my goodness.
I like the approach they've been doing with some of the villain stuff so far. I mean, we've only really had the party animals, or what were they called?
And the Black Mask.
And the Black Mask. And I kind of like this approach to Black Mask. It's creepy. It's unnerving.
Yeah, no, Black Mask is an excellent villain. I really like this iteration of him. I like the sort of Illuminati kind of like he's just a representative of that.
That he's funding chaos, literally. Like, what was
Yes.
it? You get those masks, and they give you like reward tiers to like.
It's like a
commit this
video
crime.
game.
Yeah, and you'll get
it's
this
like
much dollar amount.
It turns your life into Grand Theft Auto.
It's crazy.
It like every idea in here just works. It's very well thought out, meticulously crafted, and just good storytelling on top of that. Like
and also
Alfred,
his whole costume too.
Oh,
like,
dude, his costume is boss. Yeah.
Like everything is a weapon on him.
Yeah. Yes. Like the chest symbol.
Bat ear knives.
Yep. It doesn't matter. And he's got the spikes coming out of the back, and it's this is like we're saying, it's very brutal. It is very violent. It is not camp at all.
But given the setup of this Gotham, it makes a lot of sense for it to be.
And it's modern. It's modern. And it's not just like ham-fisting the Batman story into modern times. It definitely works with the times that it's in. And I appreciate the crap out of it. Like, it is, everything works. I love Alfred. How he's like a shit dad.
Him and Julia's relationship is in this, and it's not great.
And but that guy could not be a good father. For a man to do the things that they allege that he does, and you don't really see a whole lot of evidence, but he's always like, well, man, I've done a lot of dirty things. That guy can't be a good dad. And in his older age now, he's coming to regret that. And I like that aspect of him. That's a totally human thing.
Now I got to ask you your thoughts on Bat vehicles in this arc.
Okay. Now, this might be a hot take. I'm not a fan of the Batmobile. It's a little too much. But it's great for the book. It's great for the book, but like as far as like my top tier Batmobiles, this one would not make top 3, maybe not make top 5. It is a thing. It works for the story. I fully understand that, but this is probably underneath the tumbler for me. As far as Batmobiles, I'm not a huge fan of it, but like it works for this, and I don't want to like knock it to where someone's like, "Oh, he hates it." It's like, no, like it's not my vibe,
right?
But what do you think?
I've never really been much of a fan of the Batmobile to begin with. Like, I like the look of certain ones, but I'm more on your side with like something a little bit more functional than grandiose. And this one seems a little bit overkill. Like, I get it. It works for the aesthetic of the book, but also I'm kind of like, he kind of ditches that one. He's not in it a lot anyways.
No.
It's like,
you can't even, there's no way for you to drive around in this thing. It does serve its function of, okay, like I have this here to escape one place, one time.
Yep.
And then that's
it'd be funny though if it looked like the Rob Zombie Rat Fink, because he's such a big dude. And he just
he's just like falling out of it,
bug-eyed.
Yes, that's I would like that a little better, but it is dope. It transforms. It's cool, but not my cup of tea.
Right. How many Chatterangs then would you give out of 5? 5 all around?
Yeah. 1,000,000 out of 1,000,000 Chatterangs. This is nothing has gotten me this excited for Batman in a long, long time. Nice. Probably the Dark Knight movie would be the last thing that got me this
psyched,
fizzed up for Batman. I've read this book 5 times now.
Nice.
I mean, granted, we were supposed to do this. We were supposed to do this episode
like a month ago.
So I reread it like pretty much every time. But I'm not sad about that. I'm not sad about that at all.
It's a good way to spend your afternoon. Absolutely. It's like, I'd give it 5 as well. It's been a very fun read, and honestly, between that one and the first half of the Ultimate Spider-Man relaunch, those two books really got me back into the big two. Because I really wasn't reading a lot of the big two for a long while on a regular basis, but Absolute Batman especially got me back into DC on a pretty semi-regular basis. I just need to catch up with the latest round of issues, just because, yeah, we're busy.
Yeah,
Life. But
Yep,
apparently,
for sure.
like Absolute Bane, Absolute Mister Freeze, spoilers here, unfortunately, Absolute Killer Croc, and Absolute Joker. Apparently, those are just horror shows.
Okay,
So I
I'm
can't
here
wait.
for it.
I can't wait to read up on those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I am 100% here for it. Between like not too much overtime, Christmas and vacation, I have not had $20 to spend on the next trade paperback.
Mhm.
But as soon as I can scrabble this money together, it's gonna happen because it is so good. I could not recommend this book enough. I'm having so much fun. Even just rereading the first trade is so worth it. Like if they never made another issue after this, it would go down in history for me as some of the best Batman of all time.
That I'd be very curious to see how long this all in line lasts too, because a lot of the other books have been getting solid, like I said earlier, have been getting solid reviews, and I'm just kind of wondering if people are thirsty enough for this new type of DC universe, like. What are you gonna do especially if some of your mainstream continuity is not outselling this one? And
Oh yeah, because we read issue 1 of the mainstream Batman. Like Matt Fraction is one of my favorite comic book writers. Like, no disrespect to that dude, but that book is not this book.
Right? Yeah. I mean, I guess that's the fun part of having a line that you start from scratch, is that you don't have to necessarily piggyback off of the previous run from the writer and pick up some ideas that they
and
had.
Again,
It's like you're starting fresh.
I'm not trying to knock that book. It's
Right.
all right. Like if I was a kid and my parents got me that Batman book, I would not be mad at it. But like, this is an adult, super interesting, super stylized, super just involved version of Batman. And like I said, especially coming from the place where Batman, the idea of Batman has really left a bad taste in my mouth. And like I'm a Bat fan. Like, obviously I do a Batman podcast with my good friend. Like, I want to like Batman.
Right.
He's been my favorite forever. And it sucked for me to just like kind of grow up and have to look at it through adult eyes and not be able to be like, it's a comic book. Like, it's fine. It's in the light of like all these things that are happening. I can't do that. And this allows me to have Batman and have fun and be like, okay, this is a comic book. When he drives that gigantic freaking dump truck of a Batmobile through some stuff, I'm like, okay, like that would not, like, physics is real.
Right.
Physics is real. but
whatever.
Yeah, no, I'm here for it. I don't even care. Like it's so refreshing, and I can't even put a price on. I can't put a chattering on that.
Yeah, I have to agree there. That's been one of the main things that I really enjoy about this book in particular, is that, given the real world and given the circumstances we find ourselves in right now, especially with power imbalance and class warfare and all that stuff, is that it took one of the main sticking points in Batman mythology, I feel. How do you reconcile the fact that this is a rich guy could be doing so much more, and really boils it down to, okay, he's just a guy now. Forget the riches. That's not what makes Batman. The fortitude and the determination to go out and do something to affect change in your world. That's Batman. And
the meticulous planning.
And the meticulous planning. Yeah. The mind, the preparation, the strategy, like all that funnels into, how can I make this city a little bit more bearable? And I don't need to do that with millions of dollars, billions of dollars. And so this run definitely took a swing in that really works. And I love that. I love that it's finally like a Batman and a Bruce Wayne of the people.
Yes. Yeah.
So.
No, it's so dope. It is so dope. I cannot recommend this book enough. I'm in love with Batman again, and yeah, it's so nice, it's so nice,
So refreshing.
Yeah, it's like it is that cold glass of lemonade on a hot summer day.
Get
You
my
just
fan
been
out.
Yeah, you just been mowing the lawn for 3 hours. You walk back into the AC. Got the lemonade right there. That's what this book is.
Nice. Well, I hope it continues on for quite a while. Yeah. I'm looking forward to more and catching up on it. Certainly.
Yes, absolutely.
Nice. And I gotta say, Blaximus, it has been a pleasure to be able to do 50 episodes with you for this past decade.
I gotta tell you, it has been my pleasure and my honor to be your co-host on this. It's always a blast through all the guests, through all the deaths, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Just to have someone who I know is my old chum, my boon companion in this. I do appreciate the hell out of you, and I look forward to 50 more.
Absolutely. As always, this has been To the Chat Cave from me, Mike McGee, and Blaximus. Catch more of him over at the Three Geeks podcast.
Oh yeah,
be having some episodes up actually pretty soon here.
Yeah, we are rocking and rolling over at Three Geeks. So yeah, check us out, threegeekspodcast.com, and on all the socials and all YouTube and everything. We're Three Geeks Podcast.
Absolutely. And as always, same chat time, same chat channel, youtube.com/Mike McGee TV.